Friday the 13th, and we're harvesting beautiful grapes today. We started at about 3:30, lifting the nets. Lupe and his crew got here about 5, and we're already halfway through the Viognier. So it's looking like an epic harvest.
So, do you drink wine?
No.
That's good. Do you help pick grapes?
Yeah, I love picking grapes. I helped pick the orange muscat when we did it.
Oh yeah, how did the grapes taste?
They were really good.
Really good.
There's not any left though.
I know, they had a small crop this year. I was hoping to get some of those, but maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe.
And you're a rock climber, I hear, huh?
Yeah, you are too.
I am. I was talking to your mom, yeah. See, I hurt my finger too, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like your mom did. So you're a competition, huh?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah,
So you're training here picking grapes, huh? This is your training for rock climbing?
Yeah.
I like that.
I know. I like it too. I like having the pickers.
I'm in management. I could just say,
You're doing a fine job, Mike.
I love these guys.
Out there, Mike.
Go, Megan.
Look at this beautiful cellar.
Harvest Day.
Harvest Day. What yeast are you going to use this year?
This is GRE. He's going to use it for Grenache.
What are you going to put in your Viognier? You don't know
Either
yet.
Cross Evolution or QA 23.
I love QA23. That's been my favorite batch.
Really?
Yeah.
So we need 50 parts ppm of sulfites, knock down the indigenous yeast. We'll let it soak overnight. We'll measure tit specs today, measure it in tomorrow, see what it soaks out to. Dressing kale fermentation. Speaking of fermentation, have you seen the orange muscat working way over here?
No.
Notice
How did it turn out? Oh, wow, beautiful.
We're actually fermenting on skins. White grape fermented on skin. We're going to treat
Give
it
a
like
really
a red
good
grape.
color, huh? I love the color.
It'll be look nice
Orange, right?
and orangey.
Orangey, yeah.
And it actually, orange muscat tastes like oranges to a degree.
I can smell it. It's
Yeah.
got that citrus. Oh, I can't wait to try it.
Using 2 different yeasts. I'm using QA23 on one for floral and aromatics, and I'm using the Cross Evolution for structure and mouthfeel. So we're fermenting them separately. We'll blend them at the end.
What was the sugars on this one this year?
Sugars were kind of low because we're looking to make a nice drinkable summer wine. Sugars are at 20 bricks. So it's going to produce
Lovely.
about 10% alcohol, maybe 11. Jill, looks like you got about
I don't know.
500 change.
I was thinking maybe 500. We'll see how many gallons it comes into. So these bunches are like really tight, and some of the grape berries are very small, so they're not getting crushed. So I'm having to do multiple presses. So I press, and then I go ahead and I pull everything away from the sides and press it again. So I'm doing a little extra work this time because I want to make sure I don't waste any of these beautiful grapes. Put the lid on. And I'm going to press it again. So I turn off the drain hose, turn on the water hose, and And the bladder fills with water and pushes the grapes against the side of the basket. And there I go, my first press of the year. There we go. A lot of good grape juice coming out. I would have wasted it if I wouldn't have pressed it a third time. I'm getting through there. I already have about 18 gallons. And I still haven't crushed these grapes.
We have a crusher to stemmer, which doesn't fully crush all the berries. It's very gentle. When you're doing white wine, that's a bit of a problem because it's hard to press berries that are whole. It actually needs to get them beat up. So Michelle has kindly volunteered to foot stomp these grapes into submission so that they'll press better and we'll get more juice.
All right, here I go.
Uh-oh.
Ah, nice and cool. They're still cool from the morning air.
Also, this adds a little extra flavor, of course.
Yeah, because my feet, you know, are of course cleanly, freshly washed. Not. So how long have you been making wine, Mike?
Oh, 30 plus years. Started in Colorado before we moved to California. And then when we moved to California, we stumbled into a winery, Thomas Point Winery, and befriended Tom and Emily, and then ventured under Tom and learned how to make good wine at that point. And then we planted the vineyard, bought the property, planted the vineyard 8 years ago, and it's been a humbling experience. It's one thing to make wine from professional grape growers' grapes. It's another thing to manage the vineyard yourself, produce quality grapes, and be able to make good wine from them. And you can't make good wine from bad grapes. So it all starts in the vineyard.
That's why it's more impressive when you can make good wine that you grow and then you make from your own vineyard. It's not easy to do.
And it's been a humbling experience of trial and error. We're getting better though.
The grapes look amazing this year. I'm very excited. My 30-some gallons of Viognier juice is ready to turn into some wonderful, magical wine.